You know, Zack Wheeler was signed last week by the Phillies. I was packing. Box to the left, box to the right. Phillies signed Zack Wheeler. $118 million, 5 years. It was just now confirmed. Phillies posted it today. We now have our second man in the rotation. As of right now, I would think the rotation is Aaron Nola, the 1, Zack Wheeler, the 2, Jake Arrieta, 3, Eflin, and I don't know who's 5. As of right now. This is as of right now. Now, there's still Steven Strasburg. There's still Garrett Cole. The Yankees did offer Garrett Cole a 7-year deal yesterday. 5-year, 7-year deal. One of the two. Worth like $245 million. Do I expect us to get one of the two? No, I don't. Not at this point in our free agency bidding for either one of them. We could get one of them. If we were to get one of them, it would definitely be Strasburg over Cole. I think Garrett Cole definitely is going to be a New York Yankee, which sucks because I hate the Yankees. But what are you going to do? They have the most money. They're the most historical franchise in baseball. Everybody wants to be a Yankee when you're growing up. You want to win a ring. You want to have the best shot at winning the ring. The Yankees were 1 or 2 pitchers away from winning it all last year. For at least to at least get to the World Series last season. So if they sign Garrett Cole, that's their ace. They got their ace. They also have like Severino. Sabathia retired, so now they're going to bring in another pitcher. Look, I'm not worried. I am worried because don't get me wrong. I want the Phillies to succeed. I want them to be. I want playoff baseball. I want it badly. Haven't seen it in a long time. We're moving in the right direction. We could, go over, the cap or whatever it's called. I kind of forget at the time. But Anthony Rendon is a guy that has been thrown around. That's a free agent signing for the Phillies. You got Didi Gregorious, who's I think is definitely going to be a Philly by next season just because of Joe Girardi. And, their relationship with each other. Now, where do you put Gene Segura? Well, I don't know. Do you trade him? Do you put him at second? Do you put him at third? I don't know. All I know is the Phillies got their number 2 pitcher, and we're working on deals. I'm sure of it. I'm sure Didi's going to be a Philly. I feel like Anthony Rendon and the possibility of him being a Philadelphia Phillie is it's a possibility. It's a 50-50 shot. It's either a yes or a no. But I do like the Zack Wheeler signing. I really do. He's 29 years old. He's a righty. His 2019 stats, he was 11-8 with a 3.96 ERA. He started 31 games. He had 22 home runs let up, 86 earned runs, 195 strikeouts, and only 5 wild pitches. And guess what? We had the best catcher in baseball. So who knows if the wild pitches were really on Wheeler or if they just got away from the catcher because they can't stop him. Unlike JT, who can stop them. Now his trajectory with like the pitches, it's like a 95 to 100 on the fastball, which is great because we don't have speed as starting pitchers. Nola, Eflin probably throws the highest, and it's like a 97, 98. He can hit 99. This guy can hit 100. So when you need that last out in the 6th, 7th inning, you got, bases, man, on second and third with 2 outs, full count, and you throw that 100-mile-per-hour fastball to get out of the inning, that's what Zack Wheeler can give to you. And that's good. Throughout his career, he has a 3.77 ERA, a 10.2 WAR, 44 wins, 38 losses. He was also on the Mets. Let's keep this in our minds. Not saying that the Phillies are anything like special right now, because they're not, because they missed the playoffs again. We got Bryce Harper. We got the offense. Andrew McCutchen went down, and then we fell apart. But look, I like the Zack Wheeler signing. I really do. I like the guy. He's a good pitcher from what I've seen. I don't really pay attention much to other teams outside of the Phillies just because I just don't. I don't find watching baseball entertaining unless if it's the Phillies. That's just me. I don't know. Phillies also cut ties with Cesar Hernandez and Maikel Franco. Obviously, they are the longest tenured Phillies outside of Adubel Herrera, which nobody knows what he's doing right now after that whole domestic violence, charge last season. We also gave new arbitration contracts to Jose Alvarez, Adam Morgan, Zach Eflin, Hector Neris, Vince Velasquez, and JT. I've been hearing that JT, contract talks are being in the work, and it could come as early as this week. He could be signed for a long-term deal. I love JT. He's the best catcher in baseball. He can hit. He's the best defensive player, at his position. He throws out guys like it's absolutely nothing. Most throwouts in the league by like 18 runners. People still decided to run on him. Still, to this day, December 9th, still blows my mind. Season ended in late September 23rd, something like that. Crazy to me. Crazy. The JT signing will be good for the Phillies. It will definitely, say, all right, JT's coming back to like free agent. They'll say, all right, JT's going back. It must be a good organization. We got a new manager. Nobody was winning under Gabe Kapler. Nobody. He can't manage a team. We've seen that for the past 2 seasons. I'm not saying it was all his fault, but it was some of it was his fault. The bullpen management was terrible. His rotations were awful. He was just he was more of a friend than a manager. When Girardi, in his opening interview, was saying, look, we're going to do things my way. We're going to do it this way. We're going to win a championship. He's a championship-winning manager in baseball. I trust the guy. I wanted Girardi more than I wanted any other manager, that was out there. And the fact that Joe Girardi chose us, it says something. It says something. He had ties with the Mets, obviously the Yankees that didn't want him because they have Aaron Boone. But look, we have the manager, we have the offense, we have our 1 and our 2. You get a 3, you maybe get a 4, and then your lineup is looking, or your rotation, Nola, Wheeler, 3, 4, Arrieta. If you can get Arrieta to the 5th, that's great. But if he's the 4th and Eflin's the 5th, I can work with that. I will be fine with that. Until Eflin, starts, blowing these games, blowing it up wide open. Because I'm not going to say that pitchers don't have bad games, because they all do. Garrett Cole has bad games. But, look, we need a good rotation. Our bullpen, was injured all last season. David Robertson, Sir Anthony Dominguez, Alvarez, Morgan, Nishak, who was also cut. Look, I understand that. We need pitching. We got the bullpen healthy. Now we need a rotation. We have Nola. We have Wheeler. Let's work on that 3. Let's work on the 4. We got Arrieta, and we do have Eflin. If the 4 and the 5 don't work, let's get a 3rd. Ryu is out there, 32 years old. He was a finalist for the Cy Young. Let's go after him. Bumgarner wants a big contract, so I don't really know if he'll be the guy that the Phillies come out and get. You got Cole, you got Strasburg. If we can get Strasburg, it's Strasburg, Nola, Wheeler, Arrieta, Eflin. Now that's a rotation. That is a rotation. If you can get Aaron Nola, and this is, my opinion, if you can get Aaron Nola to your second pitching spot, you've done something right. You've done something right. Because I don't think Aaron Nola is a number one as of right now. He's not an ace yet. He could be down the line, but I'd rather have an ace that's, proved himself. Steven Strasburg, World Series MVP. Garrett Cole, World Series champion. Garrett Cole, Cy Young winner. Steven Strasburg, Cy Young winner. I'd rather have those guys start as your ace than Nola. And I'm sure all of you would. Not saying that Nola isn't good, because he's a great pitcher. He's great. 27, he's great. He's a great player. But he can't be the one. I think in the Phillies, rotation, I don't think Aaron Nola can be the one. He can be if we don't get another guy. I'm not saying that, we suck if we don't get another guy other than Aaron Nola starting with at the one spot. I'm not saying that. He can pitch the one, but I'd rather have somebody else. I'd rather have a pitcher that's a winner, that has, been in those situations. I'd rather have that 1, 2, 3 punch, going through game 1, game 2, game 3. And then you got Arrieta, who turns it up in the postseason. We just haven't gotten there. And then we have Eflin. 5 guys. That's 5 solid starters right there. But look, we got Wheeler. We got our 2. Possibly our 3. Now let's go make some moves. Middleton, let's go make some moves. That's it for this video. Phillies signed Zack Wheeler, $118 million, 5 years. Phillies cut ties Cesar, Hernandez, Maikel, Franco. They give arbitration contracts to Jose Alvarez, Adam Morgan, Zach Eflin, Hector Neris, Vince Velasquez, JT Realmuto. A JT Realmuto signing could be in the works this week. There will be a video on that if it does happen. Whenever it does happen, I will, JT's JT. He's the best catcher in baseball. He deserves a video that be, after him. He does. He's the best catcher in baseball. Not my opinion. It's a fact. But that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Check out my latest video on the Sixers versus the Raptors. I'm back. There will be another video right after I get done recording this one. Eagles, Giants, tonight. Monday Night Football preview video starting, as soon as I'm done this one. So that's it for me. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's get them subscribers up. And I'm out. Peace.